Oh, you gotta go park up there by the water thing. We don't have Mercy flashers there like the BMW. You gotta park up there.
Park in the hash marks right there, Mike. To the right.
That's what I was gonna park right
Yeah,
Oh
park.
no, you don't park out here in the middle of the parking lot.
Okay, I'll park over here.
You park on the sidewalk by the buggies.
I'm not gonna park on the sidewalk.
Well, looky what we have today. What do we got here, ladies and gentlemen? Let's get this thing off the lift and let's talk about this. Alright, so I'm about to show y'all this and go over all this here in a second. But we're going to clean the motor up real fast. And then we're going to test drive her and see what we got. Believe it or not, I bought this for the wife. She actually asked for something like this. And I will explain why here in a second. And we'll walk over it. I'm going to get this all purple powered so I can see if we have anything leaking or whatever. And then we will look over everything. Well, it was way worse, but we were freaking out and I was trying to get out. It was literally so bad that I couldn't see what was going on. What was exactly going on? Did she pass the test drive, Ed?
She did pass the test drive.
So we seafoamed her. The fire department may come. Fire department may come for that one. So, yeah. She's a little smoky out here. All right, so as I said, the wife said that she wanted a Jeep. So we finished her Tahoe. And then she was like, well, I would love to have a Jeep for the beach also that could just straight up get full of sand with all the kids, because we do have 3 little girls. And, you know, I don't have to worry about destroying my nice Tahoe, and it can literally just be a beach vehicle that it sits at the house besides going to the beach. I was like, yeah, that'll work, because, you know, I would drive it to work every now and then, and, you know, just have another vehicle at the house is not a bad thing necessarily. We do have a work truck here at the shop, so I do have backup vehicles, but figure why not. So this little jewel popped up on IAA last week. I'm going to walk y'all into the office here in a few, and I'll show you what we paid for this little guy. We got it off the rollback this morning. Sorry, I was shaking up my mixed drink. It's like where you put the powder in the water, not alcohol. Got off the rollback this morning, had to put air in the 2 back tires. The exhaust from where it got rear-ended back here, the exhaust tip was all over onto the tires. So I had to cut part of the exhaust off, put a clothes hanger underneath it to hold the exhaust up for the test drive. We're gonna have to put exhaust hangers. Somebody didn't have no hangers except for one back here and then nothing all the way to the manifold. So you definitely don't want to be test driving with all the weight on that exhaust, but it's a pretty good looking Jeep. I feel like I think y'all are gonna drop your jaws on what we paid for this thing. But it's all tinted out. I have not opened the rear hatch yet to see how bad the back damage is. You can see you got some damage on the side where it looks like a rollover or something, but the back was hit, so it needs a hatch put on it. So not bad. We purple powered the engine bay just because I don't want to do it at the house, so we went ahead and got all that cleaned up. The tires are 285s. Let's see here, all country AT, and I think the back are open country or something, so they're mismatched, but this one's got pretty good tread. It's got a lift kit put on it. It's got springs in the back, springs in the front. All the wheel wells have been cut for clearance. No, this is the same brand tire too. Let me see if all these match right here. Yeah, that's what I said. I haven't tried to get that open yet.
Well, it's probably locked and we don't have no power to the lock.
Yeah, that's the same brand tire. That's the same brand tire. So it is got an actual matching set. Yeah, I see it rolling out the other side. Holy, dude. Gosh. Dude, that seafoam gets everywhere, man. That's crazy. We gotta let that thing air out, Ed. So it does have actually a matching set all the way around it. It's not matching. I'll have to try to get into this rear so I can replace the hatch. This might be something I have to cut open at the house. And
yeah, even this button's not working either for some reason.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure it out at the house. I don't have time to mess with this at the shop, so we're too busy, but we're gonna get this to the house and we will try to get it to work. It's missing the back door panels. I have no clue why somebody don't have door panels. But what they were worried about is, oh, I got the door panels, they're just not on. Well, that's good news for me. They had their sub wires or amp wires in here, of course. So of course they were worried about having their little boom boom. They weren't worried about their headliner. They didn't care about their headliner, but they did care about their boom boom. So when they pulled up at McDonald's drive-thru, you know, all of us normal people there with all of our kids and everything, we can hear all the boom 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 in the background. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. But we'll go through this, figure out what's going on. None of the windows work, none of the locks work. Now these Jeeps are notorious for broken wires inside here, inside your bundle. Okay, we'll check it all out at the house. I don't have time to do it here, but we'll check fuses, we'll check for broken wires, and then we'll figure out what windows work, what windows don't work. We'll order all the window regulators if we need to off eBay, because they should be nice and cheap. Go from there. It does look like the back of the Jeep is buckled a little. I don't know if it's from the accident or not, or from a previous accident, but our door gap is tight there and really wide open up top. So you can see our gaps are a little wrong. And then one thing I noticed when I was putting air in the tire, it sounds like the tire actually has a leak. I can hear it somewhere. What do we got? It's leaking somewhere. You can see the frame is bent right there. So it does have a buckle in the back of the frame right there from getting rear-ended. So we'll get underneath here at the house and check it all out. Both sides of the frame is buckled. You can see your buckle right there. It does look like it has, let's see here, is that just a, yeah, it's a heat shield, not a trailer hitch. But that could be previous damage. You know, somebody could have had a trailer hitch on it. Normally they buckle like that when there was a trailer hitch on it, and it does it. With it being hit right there, I don't think that would buckle it, but I could be completely wrong. You just don't know. She'll have to look the Carfax up on it and see how many times this thing's been wrecked. But we're definitely not concerned about none of that. We'll fix the dragon on the striker, so we'll adjust that where it's not so terrible to close, but we're not worried about none of this, as long as hopefully the doors don't leak. It looks like that might need to be pulled in tight, but this is just a beater. That's all this is going to be. So we're not going to get carried away. Actually, let's let that air out. We're not going to get carried away with some big crazy repair on this thing. We're just going to get it drivable to go to the beach and beat the crap out of this thing. So maybe find some dirt roads to hit and go cruising. Got some nice wood grain. Makes it $1 million vehicle. But besides that, everything's there. She just needs to be cleaned all up, man. So get a radio in it. What'd you think, Ed?
Ready to fire up?
Battery needs to be charged. Yeah, we can go ahead and fire it up to oh, is it gonna crank? Is it gonna crank? No, put the jump box on her. So we don't want to put too much, go ahead, time or money into something that has that much damage to it. So just need to get this thing where it runs smooth and just drive it for what we bought it for. Sometimes she's a little rough cranking after the intake and all that is full of seafoam. So sometimes it takes a little bit. Come on, baby. There she goes. There she goes. Come on, dude. That's how you clean these things out, y'all. That seafoam. We'll also run it through the fuel system. We'll We'll do an oil change on it. Get the battery charged. What you think, Ed?
Probably let it sit there and idle for a few minutes, let it burn all that stuff off.
Yeah. Time for us to get back to work.
Yeah. Did it blow a pretty big time when I wrapped it up
It
good?
looked like it was doing a burnout. All right, well, we're gonna let this thing idle, throw this thing on charger, and me and Ed's got work to do.